Karibu sana.
Thank you, Mark.
This is the place.
It is.
It is a famous studio.
Famous how?
I'm not sure yet.
But you are prophesying.
But you're famous, so...
Oh, hello.
The people who've been sitting in this chair are quite famous.
So it's welcome to the studio with the famous
chair. Ah, man, I'm so excited to have you here. I'm so excited to have you here because today I was watching trailers online. And I've been watching trailers for a few weeks.
Okay.
And you have a new career.
Not a new career.
As a comedian. In a different way.
In a different way. How? You know, you're the recipient, you're the audience. You must tell me what the things we do in front of the camera look like or feel like to you.
The new thing is we know you as a comedian.
Yes.
As many things, an actor.
Yeah.
My props, Hollywood things.
Yeah.
Is this getting there?
I'm on my way there.
June, 12 Years a Slave, version 2. I'm doing Gachui from Kenya.
Give me my damn Grammy and my Oscar and my Tony and all of them.
It is nice.
Thank you.
It's very nice.
You.
The great Kenyan bake-off.
Yes.
Do you like cake?
I love cake. I like baking. I like cooking. Like, I'm actually quite dope in the kitchen. Yeah. Those who have had the pleasure
if you're out there
eating my foods, they know. But yeah, no, I like baking, and I think it's a science. And I think the funniest thing for me about this show has been how Kenyans think that we bake often, and we actually don't. Because we're like, yeah, but we have ndaos we fry.
Kupika chapo si baking.
Is he baking? Baking ni kitu inaingia kwa oven.
If you want to see June, a different June in a Shui, head down right. I would say as a consumer of your work, I would say you're very versatile.
Okay.
Both as a person and as a creative.
Yeah.
Do you feel that, does that make you work differently in your profession?
That's a good question. Differently, maybe, but I think for me, because it's been my norm, it's been my go-to approach. Yeah. So the first thing I started doing was theatre. That was actually my first sort of Before music.
Before music. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Before music. So I think I use a lot of those skills when I'm on stage because I think audiences are the same. Audiences want to experience you and the product of the thing that you're serving them, basically. So there could be a really complicated piece of music, but then if you are in your zone and you forget them, they just feel like, I could have just stayed home and watched this thing on TV, you know? But if you engage them a little bit, and I think my acting sort of comes through when I do my shows, for example, even when I'm on stage for a musical performance, that other side they've become one, I guess. And the storytelling aspect, because that's what music is for a lot of people. So just trying to understand, like, the audience doesn't see or view or experience music the way we do when we're creating it. So I'll go through, I don't know, heartbreak. Then I'm just writing because I need to get this thing out of there. The guy in the audience is like, I've had a bad day. Like, his consumption of the music is completely different. And trying to put yourself in that place and then bridge that gap. So you get to have your cathartic experience, but then you also make sure that you feed your audience so that they can also keep coming back and appreciating. So I think that's where the sort of marriage happens between those art forms.
And do you ever carry that to the office? Like, just realize, wait, I'm thespianing in this contract. I don't know how to say that.
That would be bad. But in meetings, definitely. I think I have to hold myself.
Hold that back,
So can I tell you a funny story?
Yes.
So I'm part of a cast called Because You Said So.
Yes.
An improv comedy show. Yes. That we've been doing for almost 6 years, this coming May. And so one of the weeks, so we had a show on Saturday. A client had called, I think, on Friday and said, oh, my family and I are working on a project together, but we have some copyright issues that we want to discuss. So can we come book an appointment? So I said, yeah, make a call to the office, book a time slot, and we'll have this consultation. So I go in, I think it's like Wednesday now. So my assistant tells me, yeah, your guys are in the boardroom. You know, I'm like, you've offered them tea, coffee? Yes. So I pick my notebook and I walk into the boardroom, and this mama in the room just starts laughing. Like, quack, quack, quack. I'm just like, what has just happened? And when I'm in my office, like, I'm a serious person. I'm like, I have moments. I'm like, So I'm just like, sorry, is something wrong? She's literally, like, we have to give her like minutes.
Yeah.
So she checkers. Then I'm looking at the lady who called me. I'm like, what's going on? So I'm waiting for a camera. I'm thinking this is a prank or something. Yeah. Then she says, I'm so sorry. I was at your show on Saturday. And when my cousin told me we were coming for a meeting, she didn't tell me who. She just said we're going to see a lawyer about intellectual property and stuff. So the fact that it's you, I'm still remembering the stuff I saw on stage. So that was the first time I ever thought, is this affecting my real professional career?
You're having you kind of trance.
So yeah, but it was fun. It was like a nice icebreaker.
Do you feel more like a lawyer or like a creative?
Never more or the others. Balance. Balance. I need both. I actually need both in my life.
The talking about copyright, you just brought that up.
Yeah.
Do you feel it's something artists? Because I mean, the creative space has a lot of work to do with copyright and people needing that for themselves. Do you think artists seek these out enough?
No. And if they did, I wouldn't have a job. So the answer is no. I feel like because we have creatives, it's also just like a numbers thing, right? So I've been doing this for over 10 years and I've understood that I can never get tired about like preaching the gospel of copyright and entertainment law, because there's new artists being born every day, entering our space every day, even though they're already in the world doing other things and then deciding to change their career path. But the one thing I always constantly say is we were blessed with this gift, but the decision to stay in this space and work for gain, like make this your job, is a decision we made. Yeah. The fact that God blessed us is a completely different story from the fact that we decided to pursue this as a career path. Yeah. And so the onus is on us, like the burden is on us to learn what we need to learn about our business. It's as simple as that. So yeah, it's the conversations need to continue. People need to educate themselves and try and find. Even if it doesn't happen, it doesn't occur naturally to creatives to stop. Yeah. Once the creative juices start flowing, it's like we go, and you ride that train until the train stops. Yeah. Problem is, by the time the train stops, a lot of times you've not dotted your I's and crossed your T's, and then you find you're in trouble at the end of the train stop or whatever. It's the terminus, right? Yeah. So what we're trying to encourage guys to do is come have the conversations and the consultations before, so that once the train starts, you're not starting and stopping, and you have the freedom to just be a full creative, because you've taken care of your legal registration, your business, you've protected yourself through simple contracts that you can understand. Yeah. So it's not as mysterious as people, I think. Yeah, because it's like a thing that's up there for most creatives. It's and it sounds scary, I guess, for a lot of people. Yeah, and also I think the thing, I feel like lawyers and doctors are put in the same category that way. You never see a doctor if you're not sick. Yeah. Right? And you don't really see a lawyer just because. But that's big. So we have to change that though. And that's exactly what I'm saying. So we have a term for it. There's defensive lawyering, and then there's preventive lawyering. Defensive is like all hell has broken loose. Yeah. Even I have to stop what I'm doing to either come get you out of jail, or like it's gotten to a really dire place. Yeah. So it's going to cost you more because my time now becomes more valuable. Everything else I had scheduled to do, I have to put aside to come and solve your problem. Preventive lawyering is you coming and saying, June, I'm thinking of starting a thing called Live Room. Yeah. Can we have a conversation about, what do I need to think about? And at that point, things are relaxed. There's no panic, there's no crisis, and you sort yourselves out. So even if one or two things happen as the project continues, it's very small and it's affordable because then you can budget for it. So I think that's the perspective we need to change. Like we don't go to the lawyer only when things have gone bad. Yeah. Have a chat with them before. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Meskia. It's cheaper. It's a lie. These are 20 years. Yes. 20 years was a dope album. Thank you. I played a track on it. Yeah. In case you don't know, I played a track on it. 20 years. And then now, talking about all these nice things, because we on the other side as audiences,
we just see the nice lights, the stage, makeup, costumes. Who tell us the bad and the ugly kwa nyuma? Tuambie. Let's go deep. Give us production drama. Like, what's a bad day like? Tell us some stories.
Bad day. Bad day is tent goes up 3 days before. And the day the tent is going up, the permit that you had been given by our wonderful county is revoked. You know, I'm just in a day's work, you know. You ask why. Somebody in the general neighborhood has said they don't want noise. And they had there's an event coming here, and because this venue is located in a residential space,
in a posh
noise is not something we are willing to. So literally you halt everything, and because movement had started, there's a bill that's running, because the tent people moved from where they were, and their hours have started counting. So you have a bill you did not anticipate. You finally take about 5 hours to solve that problem, so you're already 5 hours behind schedule. You eventually fast forward, you get the tent up. Then, of course, because God blesses us, whenever he decides, the rain starts falling. Then that tent that was, it has a hole. But nobody noticed that the hole was there. But there's a hole, and now the rain is falling into the tent. But because the stage had already gone up and people had started putting up equipment, that has to stop until we find out how to solve this problem. I mean, this is like we've been rehearsing for months. This is the easiest part, right? Put the down tent up, put the instruments, let us do the thing we've been rehearsing. No. But when those things happen is when I know we'll have a dope show. It's like those things have to happen. And then people are last minute, because Kenyans, we do this. We know ourselves. We do this a lot. You know the show is going to be wonderful. You've had everything, but you still want to hear how many people are going until like 7 o'clock, and the show is starting at 8.
The rush for tickets.
And we're like, okay, so 2 days before the show, you look at the numbers, you're like 300 people. Okay, so let's reduce the number of seats, because this is 2 days to the show. If nobody is coming, why are we having 1,000 seats in the house? So you tell the chairperson, don't bring these seats.
Wait, I think I was at this one.
And then on the day, the person who bought the ticket at the door is saying, how come I don't have a chair? How come I don't have a chair? And you're like, madam, thank you so much, first of all, for coming. Thank you. You don't come sit on stage with us, because now we had to plan ahead, we had to budget, and now it was more prudent from a business point of view not to spend money on an extra 500 chairs when we didn't know you were coming. I'd rather pay the band a bit more money and feed them and do things like that with the extra cash than just have plastic. So that's like part of the ugly side. Just things you can't predict. And I think you have to have contingency plans for that. And it goes back to having a good team. Hey, it depends. What day of the week it is, what I've eaten, what I'm drinking. No, I can appreciate both, honestly. I can appreciate both, because also I work with musicians from all different ages. I think the oldest musician I've ever worked with was like 60 at the time, and the youngest I've ever worked with is 16. So I cannot not afford to like at least what you should listen to today. What do you listen to? Hey boss, I have to ask. Like I need somebody. What is Nini? Okay, yeah. I don't have space in the head anymore, but I have a general appreciation for that I even know.
June has a song with Calligraph Jones.
I do.
Come Jui, when them the album.
Before he was calling himself the OG. Before.
He was the O.
Calligraph is excellent.
Ngoma yako inaanza wapi? Unaandikaga tu ama kuna master?
Do you know I've actually tried everything. Listening to an instrumental track, like literally on loop, and then figuring out what does this make me think of or feel like, and then writing to that. I've also tried just writing clean, where I have lyrics in my head, I have a bit of a melody, but I'm not so clear about the rest of the shape of the song. And then I go and sing like a dry vocal for whoever is producing the track and say, try and figure out the rest with me. And we've done one where we sort of like collaborated, where somebody's there with a keyboard and we're literally creating as we go. So I've tried all three. I mean, they've all worked. Yeah, so I don't know that I have a formula. Tunaenda tu kaende because whatever the cool.
So we're here to make music.
Yes.
I will play you something. And then we see what happens.
How it goes. All right, let's do it.
We can. Should we swap? I have some music.
All right, let's hear it.
Or chods.
Yes, chods.
So here, what we do is we just play ideas and then we see what goes.
Okay.
Nothing is right, nothing is wrong. We can throw it all out of the window. Just going for. Yeah, so we're going for like Afro kind of vibes. Kana R&B na hiyo maneno. There's a drop down. So that's it really. This beat was made by Hermann. Hermann is the guy.
Hermann made this. Okay.
Kata ku learn saxophone anatengeneza mabeats.
It's better.
So we thought like
all right.
was like, you know.
What was Hermann thinking?
Yes. So no umeanza na melody. Melodious. So you're the vibe. It's the vibe. I think if I could have my trumpet, please. Do you feel like you want anything?
Yeah, like a notebook would be great. Can we let's see. I'm just gonna channel notebook. I feel like it's almost on its way here. Oh my gosh. Aki, the power of prayer. It's so strong.
Niger effects.
Thank you.
I just turn this notebook into a rat. So, we'll sing out the melody, just on the melody. We have the song. The song is finished.
Hey. What can we do for bridge, maybe?
I might have a melody for bridge.
Oh, you have one?
Like a big like more longish. Okay. Could be like a trumpet riff or I don't know, some instrumental thing.
Okay.
So normally, do you do the chorus first or the verse? What do you feel like? Okay, not normally. What do you?
I feel like maybe sometimes the hook is easier because then you can make sure you write verses that
things
fit.
To it, yeah.
I see. That are relevant.
Okay. Are you feeling what? Are you feeling? Which direction are you feeling? The feelings.
What am I feeling like the song would be about?
Yes.
This track is giving me like, it's lovey-dovey, man.
Oh.
It's lovey-dovey.
Watu wa Western manga mapenzi.
This song is about
mapenzi edition of the live room. We might air it.
Like mapenzi that you are also discovering as you are going, that you have this mapenzi.
Like how you're discovering this song.
Yeah. See, so like double entendre. It's like a two meanings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I feel like the person also isn't.
It's not sure, but it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. So how did you just, like, I just woke up and found you here. Just like, you know? I turned around and you were there. Like, what is this? What is happening? Like, I'm in it. That kind of...
Hiyo ni mapenzi naitwanga. Hiyo ni mapenzi.
Ni shock on you mapenzi.
Mapenzi ya kushitua, ya kushutukia. Shock laugh.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
That's what I'm thinking.
I like that melody.
So we'll be able to like shorten or lengthen, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is just a loop.
Okay.
We'll have a nice intro, a nice whatever.
Yeah.
All the things. Everything. So we change the.
I'm feeling like I like what has settled for the hook.
For the hook.
But it feels like the hook is what I was thinking about for the main melody line.
Okay, let's hear the hook.
So, see. Never knew I could love like this. Oh, feel like this. Say, never knew I could breathe again. Yeah. Love again. Oh, try again. Believe again. I believe again.
Again, go ahead. T,
yeah.
4.
Never knew I could love like this. Oh, feel like this. Never knew I could breathe again. Love again. Try again. Believe again. I believe again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Like, I feel like if after I can kind of hear the the verse melody.
So I have different. So then I have. So up and down to me and you, yeah. It's like we just met anew. So we throw out the towel, make space for the new, and da ba be do. I figure that da ba be do, ba di ba da ba do. So that we don't have the low octave too low, and then this one, yeah.
Okay.
So let me try this one again. 1, 2, 3. So what happens now to me and you? It's like we just met anew. So we throw out the towel. So we throw out the old. How was I doing this thing? 1, 2, 3, and yeah. So the story is like the shock. Verse 1 is just like, what just happened? What's going on here? Like it's when you realize like something has shifted, something has changed. Then hook is that never knew. Because clearly it's like something you had packed away and said this thing is finished.
Yes.
As now starts sort of like, okay, maybe I believe in this thing again. And then now the question is, so what do we do now? Like what do we do? So now
that's verse 2.
Yes, verse 2.
Addressing the things.
Addressing
the matter on the table.
We have resolution. Must be resolved. Even musical notes must be
resolved. Even Rav.
Also.
Needs resolution.
Resolutions. Yeah.
Hapa nataka sponsorship ya resolution.
So that's the flow. That's
June Gash on the mic. Check it.
Hey.
I'm ready.
You ready? Let's go for it.
Let's go.
Let's get a jam.
Are you talking to?
We're talking to.
There's a neighbor who has arrived.
Oh, by the way,
she
we
was
have
coming to borrow sugar.
Wonderful.
And then told her just to stay.
We don't know.
Mackinlay just by the way to me.
He by the way do.
He by the way to me.
These are the best. Even
by the way.
Niliamka tu hivi. By the way.
Hata Kasiva alikuwa ameenda kununua kofia.
Ndio.
Alafu nikampigia simu nikamwambia nunua na mask. Sasa akanunua na mask. Kamera iko wapi? Juu. Okay. You're the wonderful Kasiva studio. Stop by. Wow.
Fire, baby.
Actually, you did it on the right key.
Baby.
You know that's the keys normally is. It's always there on C sharp.
I'm bad like that, yo. I'm bad like
But yes. So we do a jam of these things that are happening on group. June has just Juned us. He has Juned the tune. Hey, my schedule right. She's Juned a
I've tuned a tune.
Kasiva has Kasiva had a beat.
Kasiva did.
She has Kasiva this.
I have Percussions the thing.
Percussions the thing. Oof. So let's do like a jam, see what I'm sure you'll draw us in a different direction from like classic Afrobeat, which like make it yours. So we just do like a jam. Let's hear that verse.
The verse. What happens now to me and you? It's like we just met anew. So we throw out the old mistakes for the new. Live this life as two, and there's no turning back. You belong to me, I belong to you.
How do you interpret like percussively if you are to have like a going groove because you've played like 100 patterns? Anything about messy treaty?
Probably I'd put something underneath.
Oh, okay.
Like soft percussion.
Okay.
Maybe something shimmery like a bell,
okay,
or a gong, or something that's brighter, but that has a constant, like a constant rhythm.
Okay.
And then we figure like what to put on top to sit on that, so that it has like that driving thing underneath.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Meskia. So we do. I think you're happy with your structure for the verse.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. I'm still, yeah, I think I am.
We should just go and lay it and see how it feels. And then Hermann, I suggest we do. Can they track simultaneously? No.
Such a sweet surprise, that look that is in your eyes. Hey, did our worlds collide? I'm suddenly mesmerized. What feeling is this? I don't recognize what's happening inside. Just take the chance, take hold of my hand, walk to the light, the light, the light. Walk to the light. Love like this, ooh, feel like this. Never knew met anew. So we throw out the old, make space for the new, live this life as two. And there's no turning back, 'cause you got my back, I got yours too. I got yours too. 'Cause we belong together. Never knew I could love like this, ooh, feel like this. Never knew I could breathe again, love again, yeah. Try again, believe again. I believe again. Yeah. Never knew I could love like this, ooh, feel like this. Never knew I could breathe again, love again, yeah. Try again, believe again. I believe again. I want you, I need you. Nakuwaza, nakupenda. Nakuwaza, nakupenda. Never knew I could love like this, ooh, feel like this. Never knew I could breathe again, love again, hey. Try again, believe again. I believe again. Never knew I could love like this, ooh, feel like this. Never knew I could breathe again, love again, hey. Try again, believe again. I believe again. Never knew I could love like this, ooh, feel like this. Never knew I could breathe again, love again, hey. Try again, believe again. I believe again. Never knew I could love like this, ooh, feel like this. Never knew I could breathe again, love again, eh. Try again, believe again. I believe again. Mm-mm.